Hi guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a fun, juicy, requested reading from Twin Towers on what do they say about you behind your back? So I do have 3 piles here, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And if you need a minute to pick your pile, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, I'm going to start with pile number 1. All right, pile number 1. What's this person saying about you? All right, pile number 1, what is this person saying about you behind your back? Well, a lot. This is actually really interesting. So let's just take this piece by piece. So first of all, I think they're saying that you are a very independent person. You act very independently, and they see that that's probably the clearest thing about you. They were saying that they were trying to kind of take things slow with you in the past with the Knight of Pentacles over here. They wanted to kind of feel out the lay of the land because I think it was hard for them to get a good understanding of you, because I do think that you are maybe hard for this person to read, or they sense something that they can't quite put together about you. And they do think that your private self up here with the 7 of Swords is strategic and sneaky and very independent, and maybe that you were motivated to do something kind of unsavory. And I feel like they kind of couldn't put their finger on it. Now remember, this is just what this person is saying. This doesn't mean that this is the truth. It's also just their perspective, right? So they also think that your disposition, that you are a naturally contemplative person by nature, that you spend a lot of time thinking about maybe even spiritual things. That's what I'm saying, is there's some mixed energy in this pile, because I think your person might be a little bit confused. Spoiler alert, your person, like, what the outcome that they want is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like they do want to come towards you. They want a new beginning. They want to bring you something, some kind of a message, some kind of maybe they want to work together in some way, because we do have the work energy down here with the Devil card. So they might want to bring you some kind of a work opportunity, but we'll get more into this in a second. So ultimately, your person does think that you need to have it out, that you need to kind of hash things out in the future. Maybe there is a sense of competition between the two of you for some reason, or just differing perspectives. Yeah. Or that there's just different sides to you. And that could be why we have so much differing energies. So for the bulk of the reading, with what they're saying for you, we have the Judgment card and the Devil card, which starting us off, which they're both major arcanas. And they're both really heavy energy, because with Judgment you have Pluto, and with the Devil you have Saturn and that Capricorn energy. So something definitely happened. And your person's saying that what happened was toxic. And I'm not necessarily seeing that they're saying you're toxic, but I'm not seeing that they're not saying that either. So you could have been married with children. You could have gotten married and had children. There's some kind of judgment, and Judgment's right over this Queen of Cups. So they're saying that you are a very loving person and that you guys had this really close bond that felt like a soulmate bond. Maybe you guys even knew each other from childhood. Maybe you had children together. Maybe you are the mother of this person's children and you are married. But there was a shake-up moment here with the Judgment card, with that energy of Pluto. Something came to an end. And maybe it was a long time coming. And it could have had to do with maybe lust, or again, it's like acting on your own. There's a lot of, I think they're telling people that you're selfish, that you only think about yourself, that they tried to be in a partnership with you, but that it was toxic, and they thought that you were, this Queen of Cups character that was very loving and nurturing and intuitive, but they never quite could get you to open up. And maybe they realized that they never could get to like what felt like your inner circle, or they thought they were there, but they never really quite were. You could have a family with this person, and they could be saying that you guys are getting a divorce. And that they tried to offer you love with the Four of Cups here. They tried to offer you divine love. That they could have tried their hardest, right, to give you everything. And remember, this is definitely one person's perspective. And it sounds like it, right? I mean, this sounds like what you would expect somebody to hear, right? Relationships are always two sides. It takes two to tango, right? But this is this person kind of, I am getting that they're telling people that they were victimized by you in some way, just because of how you are as a person. There could have definitely been an affair here. Whether they had the affair or you had the affair. If they had the affair, they're saying that they did it because you were withholding love and affection and you didn't really see them anymore, but they felt like they were just going through the motions and they were staying for the children. But they just finally realized that they had to, cut this off with the Ace of Swords and have a new beginning somewhere else. And they had to be cold and calculated and, and just, and be more strategic maybe. They could also say that, oh man, I hate being the bearer of bad news here, right? But this is like a gossip reading, and people, there's a reason they're not saying it to your face, right? I guess they could be saying that you had started to neglect either your relationship. If you have children, they could say like the family, that, and let me just say, there could be legitimate reasons for this. Like, you could have been going through a hard time. They could also be saying this, like, you could have been going through a hard time. You could have found out some news. Maybe you got sick or something that made you withdraw. There could be a perfectly logical reason for all of this, right? With the Judgment card, you could have received some bad news that, like maybe you got sick and then you retreated into yourself really to take care of yourself. And this person felt like you were acting like more independently and not a part of this unit here. The same energies apply if this was happening in the workplace with the Devil card here. You guys also could have gotten news that you're pregnant. Like, this person could have been saying like, well, I was trying to start off slow and, see where this was going and, take my time. Maybe it could have grown into something, but then all of a sudden she found out that she was pregnant, and now I feel chained to her for forever. I feel like I'm never going to find true love. We're going to have these kids. This person might feel like they're not going to have an opportunity to find a soulmate or something. Maybe this person already has a family, and they're saying that, and you found out that you're pregnant, and they were saying, there's a lot of different scenarios with this here. And if that's the case, then they're saying that you had all these motives all along. That their motives were, they were trying to start something slow, take their time, get to know you, build something slowly over time, but that you had ulterior motives, and you were going to be sneaky and take what you wanted. Because they're saying that your gifts are the Nine of Cups here. And I'm kind of seeing this again as like selfish energy, where they're saying like you get what you want, you don't show like your hand, you don't show your full cards. And like I'm viewing these as trophies, you know, like you just go in, maybe you have kids by other people and they're saying that like that's what you do, is like you go and you have kids by other people or something. But it's like there's something that this person's resentful about, where it's like you're an independent energy. You didn't consider them in some way. Whether that is like because you are married to this person and they had a family and they felt neglected by you, or because they were in a relationship with you and then you acted independently and got pregnant, is what they're saying, or something like that. There's definitely a betrayal. Like this person feels betrayed by you, and then they feel like it's toxic and that they're stuck in that situation because of children, I'm getting, or because of some past connection that you guys had, and they just want to cut it out and like get to the heart of it, get to the truth of the matter. If you are pregnant, this person might be saying that they, with the Ace of Swords here, they might want you to have an abortion. And that they're mourning the loss of like their freedom. But they are definitely saying that you guys are fighting about it and that you have differing opinions and that this is a very hard situation. I'm definitely thinking that this person is saying that you're a bit of a loner. And that they just want to start over. Like, they hope that they can start over with the Fool. This is the hopes and fears for the connection. They're hopeful that it's like this person just wants to start over, but they're afraid to as well, because I mean, especially if there are kids involved, like this person knows that they can't start over. So it's like, yeah, that's what they crave, is like they want to just be able to like ignore you. And I feel like whatever this is very cumbersome. This is a very heavy energy pile here. And I know it's really specific, so this probably isn't going to resonate for everybody, but yeah, this is just like, I mean, contrast this to the Devil card, basically. That Devil card front and center of like feeling burdened, feeling chained to something, to just like, I just want to be free and not worry about this. And just listen to myself and not have to worry about contracts, agreements, shakeups, massive news, you know, a wife and kids, or and which is why it's interesting that this is, I mean, maybe it's not desired outcome. I didn't really specify like too clearly in my head. So as an outcome, it's like this could be a child. With the Page of Pentacles here. This could be some kind of message. Like if they're planning on getting a divorce from you, this could be them serving you papers. Right? Something tangible with the Pentacle here, and pages are oftentimes messengers. Or they could be saying like that they're starting over. Alone and like from scratch, like from the ground. But they know it's going to be like a long road ahead, but they're excited and scared to do it with the Fool card here, because this is starting over too. And trusting. They want to trust, but there's so much danger around. So it's like this person just wants to let go, trust the universe to guide each step, you know, one foot in front of the other to get through this this seems like a very prickly, precarious situation, and this person's saying that. They're saying that you're talented at hiding what's really going on and presenting like a good picture to people. I mean, and the outside influence with the Six of Wands, this is really interesting energy. I mean, if this is a divorce, it's going to have public consequences in the sense, and like this person's status is at stake. And a lot of times it is with a divorce, or like if somebody's having a baby, maybe this person's not, like, because maybe this child was conceived out of wedlock. So this person, like, they're worried about their status and their reputation, you know, and your status and your reputation. But I think it's mostly theirs, because they're usually used to being perceived like as a winner. So I think they're talking about their concerns about how the situation is going to reflect on their public image. So that is what I have for you guys. Pile number 1, very intense energy. I know it's probably not going to resonate with everybody because it was so specific. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you around again. All right. Pile number 2, what is your person saying about you? Oh, that was loud. Okay, pile number 2. Okay, I kind of get the sense that your person is saying that you helped them figure something out. Like you helped them through a hard time using some kind of expertise. You could be a healer of some kind, counselor, any kind of healer. I feel like you helped this person, I think is what they're saying. Yeah. They also, like, you're very loving, you're very beautiful, very spiritual even, in an authoritative kind of a way. And you use this knowledge to help people. And you really ground spiritual concepts into practical advice or a practical place. That's really, you are bringing a lot of spirituality into the world. And I think you sparked a spiritual revolution inside this person where they started to look at things differently. I think this person had a hard time maybe figuring you out at first, but now they think that you are incredible, that you're beautiful, and that you have the potential to be like this rising star with the star card here. Like in your future, you really have, if not now, maybe this person didn't quite know what to make of you, and now they see you as some kind of an authority, especially on spiritual matters. I do think that you keep to yourself a little bit. Well, I don't know, because you have the King of Cups and the King of Wands here. I think that they see two sides of you maybe. You're very balanced. You're receptive, and also you take action. So I think you're a person who you do a lot of listening, and then you're able to take right and proper action here with the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is an action taker, but having risen up into that kingly energy, he takes right and proper action that is motivated. The fire suit is a very spiritual suit, and you could be a person, because fire signs, like, and you have the Page of Wands here right above it, so there's like, you have like a lot of leadership qualities. And yeah, you change this person in a spiritual way. You also have the energy of Neptune, which is Pisces over here, which is also another very spiritual card. And they're seeing you as a leader. They're seeing you as very charismatic. But maybe in groups, you know that you have some kind of spiritual clout or something. So maybe you are more reserved or quiet, or you were more reserved or quiet in like some kind of spiritual group or setting. Like maybe, I don't know, if you go to like church or something, you don't say much when you're there. Like you listen, because maybe this person is more of a leader in that kind of a way, and so you're quieter and you're reflective there. But then this person saw you somewhere else and heard what you were saying and realized like kind of what you were carrying around. Because in the past we have the Six of Pentacles energy, and what I don't like about this card is like this person gives from a place of superiority, and I think this was your person. Like maybe they're saying that they were trying to give to you from a place of superiority, and they didn't really realize everything that you were bringing to the table, and when they did, it sparked this change in them where they realized you can't judge a book by its cover. Because for some reason I think you gave off vibes to this person that you weren't what you are, and it's not your fault, because no one should be judging someone based on superficial things. We're all souls and bodies, and we come here with loads of experience that you can't tell based on someone's physical form. And this person, that changed them. I feel like they were giving you crumbs in the past and not really recognizing your worth or your value. So they're definitely saying that. You guys could have had some kind of maybe argument over some kind of spiritual concepts or healing arts concepts or something, or how to navigate life. Definitely like highbrow kinds of conversations about, spirituality and whatever. Maybe even the way people worship. You guys could have had some kind of disagreement. This person, I do think that they think you've been through a lot, because your private self is showing up as the Five of Wands. So you are a person who, I'm getting kind of a thinker. Like you're a thinker in the best way, I think. Where you know a lot about a lot of different, actually this is what I'm getting. You know a lot about a lot of different spiritual concepts and ideas, and they're all floating around inside of you. You have a lot of knowledge, and you're trying to make sense of them. And it actually makes you very valuable to people, because you can meet them on their level, because you are a curious person about these things, and you've had a lot of different life experiences. I'm definitely getting like Gemini vibes, Sagittarius vibes, Pisces vibes, where you like to explore spirituality and the occult, but you don't necessarily feel the need to commit to one path. You are, I just shared a meme on my community board about like the integrated self with spirituality and the ego. So you're a debater, but you have that inside yourself at all times, where you like to you really like to suss out these ideas to get to the bottom of it. And it's not something that's threatening to you, although I do think it is threatening to other people. And I think that you have kind of a debater kind of energy, where you don't have a problem like calling people out or being argumentative, but I don't think it's like bad. I don't think it's a heavy sense of argumentative. I think it's like a debate. You don't mind debating these things. But your gifts is the Three of Swords. So I think you are a healer in the sense that you can help people through their heartache. And I think it's very personal in that you heal yourself very well. You've been through a lot in the past. You have maybe even been betrayed or backstabbed, maybe even by some kind of spirituality or spiritual people, or people who used spirituality to get to a certain place with you. Or someone who had a spiritual contract with you, like a mother or father or partners, somebody who really should have like helped protect your heart, and then you've gone through those betrayals, and it's furthered probably your spiritual practice here, and you have done a lot of healing, and so you're able to help people navigate what you have navigated. And this person feels like in the future, like I feel like you helped make them the King of Pentacles, because look at this. In the past, we have this like, who is this, right? This person on the Six of Pentacles who's like giving from this place of superiority. And now we have the freaking King of Pentacles, who is stable and grounded because they've listened to all of your insights. this person is more stable and grounded and more abundant in some way. Again, like if this person has some kind of a place, like a workplace or something that's healing based or spiritual based, you helped make this person better at that. They could be seeing you as someone they want to partner with in business, especially if you guys work in healing professions, the two of you. Yeah, and I think one of you is like more behind the scenes and the other one's more talkative. So one of you, I don't know, like if they want to work with you, it's like, yeah, this person could either like, be kind of like the face or the spokesperson, and then I could be more, behind the scenes or something like that. Your disposition is the Tower. Yes. Hello, people with Mars, heavy Mars in your chart. Like you could have Mars in a prominent place, maybe on the midheaven. I love this energy. I have an Aries moon myself. So that's what makes me feel like safe and secure is people. When I know people like will throw down when it needs to happen. I don't like seeing things happen and being around people who like don't want to say anything. So the Tower, this is Aries, Scorpio. Also, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So that energy as well, like they view you as a person who wants to tear down traditions, who's okay in this debater, fighter kind of an energy. You also stand up for people. You definitely stand up for people. And you use whatever strength you have to protect those who are coming up behind you, like little sprouts, and you've been through a lot in your past. This is all stuff this person's saying, right? You've been through a lot in your past. So when you see like a little sprout coming up and people trying to mess with it, you're going to be like, hi, I'm big now. Step away from that little sprout. Thank you. And that's your disposition. Also, I feel like they never really know what to expect from you. And it could be even with that Scorpio, I'm kind of getting like with the Scorpio energy and kind of Capricorn too, and we have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Both Scorpio and Capricorn, they're going to watch. They're very observant. Aries is too. Aries and Scorpio are known as the strategists, so they're definitely going to watch and strategize how to approach like a group setting. Maybe they're saying that about you too. But with especially the Scorpio Capricorn, they're going to be quiet and more reflective as they take in your energies. They're going to map out the lay of the land. Aries is very cardinal, so it's going to be like in your face about it pretty quick. But you could decide like how, if you're going to show up in more of that King of Cups or more of King of Wands kind of energy, depending on what you're in, because you have both of them, right? And you can kind of strategize in order to help heal people and help people see the truth of the matter and wade through things. You bring a spiritual perspective to the world. So when people don't, and you're a person who believes like spirituality is the reason for the season, you know what I mean? And all the seasons that ever were. And that should inform the structures that we build and the systems that we build and the way that we love and interact with each other and our healing methods. And that we should create, you're the protector that creates a space for people to get to be their vulnerable selves so that we can all heal ourselves and self-actualize and be balanced in our masculine and feminine expressions. This is all very deep, and you guys sound kind of awesome. And they might not be saying it in the words that I'm using, right? But it's something along the lines of like, wow, this person's kind of incredible. They have a very unique perspective. They're dedicated and focused on spirituality. And even though I might not agree with them all the time, they're pretty much focused on bringing those spiritual concepts into the world in a major way. And I think I'd like to work with them in some capacity on that, because even though we disagree on things, we balance each other out. And I think we could have a lot of healing to offer the world if we were to work together. And certainly there's a lot of abundance that can be had for the both of us, specifically this person, but I think overall. And we can build these solid structures that are fruitful and abundant for the community together too. But the outside energy is the Five of Cups, which is grief. And I think this person's feeling guilty about the way that they treated you in the past, and your friendship could be not great or done. And this person is reflecting on that, and they're trying to figure out how to have a new beginning with you, because this is the hopes and fears with the Fool card. And this is major arcana, so it's heavy energy. This person wants to come back in your life, and they want to come back in like a carefree way and start over, you know, not have all this. The Fool's very light energy compared to all this Pentacles energy that your person seems to have brought into the past. So they're saying, you know, I just want to listen. I think they want to listen more is what they're saying too. They want to listen more to you. They want to maybe even take an adventure with you. Get away from this. If this is an actual place, because for a lot of you, I think it very well could be an actual place. They want to get away, you know, they want to get to know you on a more personal level. They want to shush and listen. They want to take a page out of your book here. Because they underestimated you. And they want to show a fun side to themselves too, not this energy that you're used to, where they only give to you from a place of superiority. And then the outcome, like their desired outcome, is the Nine of Cups. So it's like, this is the after the harvest card. So there's like a lot of abundance that your person sees. And it's like, they want to see you happy and fulfilled, and they want to be happy and fulfilled. I always am drawn to the curtain in this card of like, what can't you really see? I just think this person thinks there's a lot of abundance. And with the cups, like, I do think it's in the realm of spirituality and emotions and healing people. And, I mean, with the cups, maybe your person wants to open like a juice bar or something. It could be something like as specific as that. Or it could be spirituality related. Maybe it's a yoga studio. Maybe it's, you know, acupuncture, or literally a health like clinic or something. But, and this is like communal energy too. Having everybody be involved. I do think your person is like kind of, I don't want to say arrogant, but like they want to be like that leader that kind of pulls everybody together, and nobody really understands how they did it, but like you're the center of that. They see you playing a very prominent, like you're the center cup, you know what I mean? That can pull other people in. Yeah. They don't know what to make of you because you're multifaceted is why. You are a pretty balanced person. You're very spiritual in a way that this person, I kind of think, struggles to understand. So when they talk about you, I do think that they see some kind of growth process that you've gone through, and they see you showing these like really spiritually impressive parts of yourself. And they recognize that they can recognize, because this person can spot like abundance. And they want to like work with you. Yeah, there could be like I don't know, an opportunity, a passion project that they want to bring to you. I'm getting that they might not have heard you, like you might not have talked a lot with this person, and then they heard you talk and they were like, whoa. It like threw them for a loop in one way or another. And they're definitely like talking about that. They could be processing this with your community. I'm getting group energy here. Like, you guys could have just literally been a part of the same group, and it's the clucking hens kind of, everybody's talking, and they're talking to these people about it. Like, whoa, did you know that this person had this aspect to themselves? You know, when they were opening up and they were talking about their spirituality, I didn't really know that that was something that they had going on. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 2. If you like this video and it resonated, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you guys around here again. Bye, pile 2. Okay, pile number 3. Hi, pile 3. Let's see what your person is saying about you. I don't remember if I told pile number 2 that their person's super attracted to them, but they definitely are. All right, pile number 3. Let me just shuffle one more time here. Let's pile number 3's first. Okay. Oh man. Pile number 3, we've got some repeat energies here from piles number 1 and number 2. So I'm just going to pull out some cards to differentiate us. But if you were drawn to any of the other piles, you might want to go back and watch pile 1 or pile 2. So let me just get some clarifiers and then we'll start. Okay. Pile number 3, what is your person saying about you? There's a lot of confusion here. And there's a big change of circumstance. And okay. So pile number 1, we talked about like there's a potential divorce situation, and this could be what's happening in your situation now with the Devil card and the Ace of Swords. You guys could have had some kind of contract that's being broken with the Ace of Swords here. That could be a marriage contract, doesn't have to be, but definitely for a lot of you it's going to be. But there was some kind of contract that was broken, and it might have been broken pretty publicly, like it's something that a lot of people know about, and in that way this person feels like that energy is a bit toxic. And it's also something that brings up a lot of their fears with the Moon card here. I am picking something up about parenting, like this person is sad and confused about parenting. So if you do have children with this person and this is a divorce situation, that's something that's going on here. There's a lot of loss, and your person feels like and says to people that you have a talent for, breaking their heart, basically. I know that's tough to hear, because that might not be your intention. It might be your intention, I don't know. But this person just feels hurt and confused and bound to this situation, and they're saying that they want to break free, but they're so afraid of this change, whatever this change was. And it could have a lot to do with money. This person is unsure how you guys are going to divide up money. They're unsure how this whole situation is going to shake out. There definitely could be a legal component here where you have to bring in some kind of like agency, or each of you has to sign a contract with lawyers or something in order to be able to deal with this. This person is saying that you left, and they're confused by that. With the 8 of Cups here, they could be saying that they want answers on why you left what they thought was a good situation in order to, like, I don't know, clear your head or have some kind of new beginning without them that was devoid of emotion. With the 7 of Cups here, this is the energy of confusion as well. So it's like your person can't stop thinking about that over and over. Like, why would they leave? What did I do? What were they trying to find that they couldn't find here? And they're scared of the answer to this. Is this person going to come back? But it's like, even though they're scared of it, with the Ace of Swords, that like sword of truth, your person just wants to like rip the Band-Aid off at this point, because I get a lot of pain already. And they want a change of fortune here. They want everything to work out for the best. They want clarity. And honestly, if you guys are married, I think they want to save the relationship, but they kind of feel like it might be too late for that. That maybe a cycle has ended and it's time for them to move on. Like, maybe how can we ever go back? I do think if you guys are parents together, if you have children together, your person just, there's a lot of anguish around the kids maybe not having mom and dad together, or what is parenting going to look like? Or maybe they feel like they need to be both mother and father, or you need to be both mother and father. And it's something that keeps them up at night, honestly. In the past, it's like this person feels like maybe you or them, like you had a decision to be made. Maybe somebody had their eye on moving. Maybe somebody did want to move and somebody else didn't want to move, and that's like ultimately the camel that broke the straw's back, the straw that broke the camel's back, because the Two of Wands, like this person has a stable home here. This is the Alexander the Great card to me, and they're looking out to see what else they can conquer. So maybe this, in the past, it's like your person felt like they weren't enough for you, or you weren't enough for them, or they were getting restless or bored, and they were thinking about all the possibilities, but just feeling, maybe like whatever was foundational was being held back. And I don't necessarily think they still feel that way. Maybe they were just getting a little restless, or they were picking up on you getting a little restless, and that's what they're saying behind your back, is that maybe you were looking outside the marriage, or they were looking outside the marriage because they felt bound and they just needed to be free. They just needed to clear their head. It's not that they didn't it's not that they didn't love you. If this person stepped out, it's not that they didn't love you. They definitely did. Somebody definitely could have moved out, maybe even moved far away, because we have the Ace of Pentacles as the external energy that's impacting this connection. And that's new beginnings, right? That's very material. So, I don't know, maybe somebody moved in even with somebody else, or just starting over somewhere different. I mean, this also could be the home, literally the home. Like if you guys are divorcing, it's like, who's going to stay in the home? Are we going to sell the home? And your person just doesn't know how to move forward. They're saying that. They don't know what you're thinking. They're trying to be intuitive about it. There's probably some things they don't want to acknowledge. Like I said, there's a lot of confusion. It's like they want answers to it, but they know that it's going to be painful. And so there's certain things that they're just not wanting to look at. They're really stuck on this connection. They just can't figure out what went wrong, I mean, who they think you are, like in your private self, is the Page of Swords. They could be saying that you're a little immature. Maybe you're a little immature with your words. They could say that you're spying on them, or, I'm just kind of getting like, they're saying that you're being childish and that you're saying hurtful words. You're not thinking through hurtful words. And this person wishes that you, especially if there's kids involved, that's what they're saying. And remember, it doesn't mean that this is truth. We're just looking at what this person's saying. So don't take it on if it's not truth, People are going to say what they're going to say. We don't have control over that. And down here, like what they're saying your gifts are. Like we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. They might be saying like that you ruined this relationship. You ruined the marriage. You ruined the connection. Somebody could have stepped out here. There's also the feeling of like this person still wanting to offer you love, wanting to see if you guys can work it out, but being afraid to really look at that scenario full on. Because like we have the Two of Cups behind, right? This person's doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of ruminating, and it's causing this person a lot of pain. And they just want to get clear on some things, but they know that's going to be a painful process. For your disposition is the Page of Cups. They're saying that they're saying that you're flirty. Maybe they're saying you're gossipy. But that you are very loving and very creative, but still mature. Like there's something, maybe this person's older than you, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe they're saying too that like you're starting over and you're putting on this front of like that's kind of brutal, but also like you're pretending to be happy. And it's like their hopes and fears. It's like this victory card. And I'm just noticing that this person looks very alone here. And so it's like, yeah, they want to, if this is like a divorce situation or a breakup or something, they want to like win out, right? They want to, especially in the court of public opinion. And they want to get all this stuff and they want, you know, all of that. But they're afraid of it too because they are afraid of, they don't want to lose you. But it's like, how can we ever go back? I just keep hearing like, how can we ever go back from this? So it's this person's very much in a state of limbo. And they're just kind of hoping that life with the Wheel of Fortune, that finger of fate, is going to come in and just end this cycle and kick it over, because this person's saying that they just feel like they're in a place of limbo. They don't know what to do. With the outcome, it's like the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing this as moving on kind of independently with the page here, starting over in some senses, and also being a little stingy. So again, if this is a, you know, some kind of a breakup, people want to keep their stuff and they're gonna be paying attention to the things that they're saying. They're gonna you know, tight-lipped and guarding their hearts and putting up walls, really putting up some boundaries and some walls is what they're saying they need to do for this outcome. They're saying they know they need to move on. Even, you know, for the sake of the kids or something like that. And maybe they need to save money. They want to get their finances back in order. This person needs to, you know, they're like, I'm just going to focus on work. And my finances in order, because that's what's simpler, you know? And protect myself. So that's another hard one, you guys. Thank you for watching pile number 3. I wish you guys the best of luck in your situation. And if you feel comfortable sharing, I would appreciate hearing from you in the comments. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys around soon. Bye.